This is a very brief overview of the subsequent measurement topic dealing with intangible assets with indefinite lives and a special goodwill rule for small firms. So this is just a really quick discussion of some subsequent measurement oddities related to intangible assets. The first one is the idea of an asset with an indefinite life. As I stated earlier, this means that due to its nature, it's impossible to assign a useful life to this asset. So think of those iconic trademarks like Coca-Cola or Mickey Mouse's ears. It's not possible to know how long those trademarks will continue to provide benefit. Another example of this kind of asset beyond a trademark would be goodwill. Remember how we get goodwill on the books? It was the excess of the price paid over the identifiable fair values of assets acquired. Essentially, it's the amount of money paid for the future benefit associated with the reputation, customer loyalty, etc., built up by that acquired company. Remember our Ted Drew's example? We had to pay a lot in that example for the people that are standing outside every night of the year in line to buy frozen custard. It's very difficult to know how long that's going to last, so setting a useful life doesn't make complete sense. For these assets with an indefinite life, you don't calculate amortization, but that doesn't mean these assets necessarily stay on the books forever. If the future benefit drops significantly, then we're going to go through the impairment process and reduce their value. That's covered in a different part of the module. There's a special rule, however, for goodwill if your company is considered small by the SEC. This because the impairment process can be very expensive, and so the SEC allows smaller companies to choose a useful life of 10 years and amortize the goodwill that way. Now, if something happens along the way and the goodwill is impaired beyond its normal amortization, then GAAP would require even the small company to do an impairment. But generally, this amortization option is used by small firms because it makes the bookkeeping easier and it keeps the cost down. As always, make sure you ask questions as you have them.